So it's kind of crazy. I want to say like a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months, I did a video on supplemental property taxes, and that's another very boring aspect of real estate. However, it's a very important part, and here is a real life example of why it's important for buyers, not really sellers all that much. So I'm talking to somebody who's thinking about selling their house. They're inheriting the property from one of their family members. The annual property taxes are $100 per year. The home is worth between a million, let's just call it anywhere between a million to $1,200,000. And so when you hear those two sentences, the first thing that came to my mind, and this is something I was talking to with Mr. Seller, I was like, if you sell this property, the buyer is going to have a extremely hefty supplemental property tax, and here's why. $100 a year in California, it's practically impossible to get that on property taxes. It's I can't even put it into words. It's unfathomable. That's the best way for me to say it. Now, let's say they sold for $1.2 million, right? Let me pull out my calculator on this one and let's say the tax rate, or $100 per year, let's say the tax rate, so annual property taxes are $100 per year, and let's say the tax rate is 1.25%, which is kind of the baseline that varies, by certain things. But let's just say it's 1.25% and the home sells for $1,200,000. What would the supplemental property taxes be on this property? The short answer is you take the spread of how much the new assessed value is, or the annual taxes. So right now it's telling me the annual property taxes would be $15,000 per year. How it currently stands, it's $100 per year. So if you do simple math in your head, 15,000 and the current assessed value, or the current taxes are $100 per year, then you subtract the 100 from the 15,000 and you're stuck with $14,900. Now, my first question was, the new buyer is going to have to pay for that?